strong. I pray to God to give need to keep Jamaica and our people firm. Stand up, labor rights. Stand up for justice. Stand up for truth. Labor rights are proud of their party.
In the name of Jesus, in the name of Jesus, we shall have a victory. In the name of Jesus, in the name of Jesus, we shall have a victory. Jamaica no bother for stone, no bother fight, we did have to be right. No shaky boat because a woman will like, we did have to be a labor right. The river come down green, it's so pretty and bright, we did have to be a labor right. The way me love shower in a green, me baptize, we did have to be a labor right. Right now me nah worry about visa, cause we have one of the greatest lead. Me nah run way, go a foreign like Triple X and got beef crab leg out a freezer. Bout ya fit on green like Tracina. I will say no, we is freeze for the teachers. We have the prettiest women like Anne-Marie Vaz and sexy Venetia. In the name of Jesus, in the name of Jesus, we shall have a victory. In the name of Jesus, in the name of Jesus, we shall have a victory. Oh no, see Center, my servant center. You know, St. James parameter. Our doctors did have to use garbage bag. Yo, dance your go like you no member. Now blessings that flow like river. Every bad prayer return to sender. Dr. Cole and Blair teach drop out from when PMP never buy them no denture. In the name of Jesus, in the name of Jesus, we shall have a victory. In the name of Jesus, in the name of Jesus, we shall have a victory.
Good evening, Labor Roots, and good evening to all other comebacks watching this channel. Welcome to another episode of Political Hard Talk. I am your host, none other than the greatest Laborite alive, and now the voice of the Westmoreland people. Good evening, my people. Good evening. Now, I want you to tell me if you not see me and tell me if you not hear me properly. See, let's roll out the shout outs in the meantime. So, Lisa, good evening, big up yourself. Mama Winsome Nemacha, good evening, big up yourself. Lady J, good evening, Mama. Blendan, big up yourself. Jacqueline Chambers, big up yourself, Mama. Monica Tennant, big up yourself. Good evening to my beautiful wife. Good evening, baby. Dabson, big up yourself. Charlene, big up yourself. Janet Cameron, big up yourself. Fatherhead King, big up yourself. Melody, good evening, Mama. Ronaldo, big up yourself. Sonia, big up yourself. Delan, big up yourself. Meltina, big up yourself. So Janet already, big up yourself, Janet. And Sonia, big up yourself again. Okay, so there's 52 of us thus far. Remember to hit the thumbs up button. And if you're new here, do subscribe. We're going to go through the manifesto this evening, guys. So there should be something in there for all of us, but we will go through it and you will decide what is in there for you. Before we do that though, I want to speak to you guys about which future do you prefer. See, so you have PNP, I have JLP. Also, I was told that DUJON'S went to a certain area in Savlamar today and was galloped by the people. The people asked him to leave, you know, because what has DUJON'S done for anybody in Savlamar or in Westmoreland Central? Somebody tell me. And I've been asking that now pretty much a year, and I'm yet to get an answer as to what DUJON'S have done for anybody in Westmoreland Central, i.e. in Savlamar. You know, I Googled today what road has MP for Central Westmoreland DUJON'S fixed. and nothing came up. You know what come up? His integrity commission that he was found guilty of and had to pay $250,000. That's what came up. You know, when I Google George Wright, what road does MP for Central Westmoreland George Wright fix? Several articles come up with work that George Wright have done. You know, so DUJON'S is left in the lurch, and nobody should vote for him in Westmoreland. He should not get one vote. So, what future do you, my people, prefer? So listen to this. This is the PNP plan. No income tax if you earn 3.5 million or less. This is for a very small group of people. JLP's plan. What is the reality? New 15% income tax base rate. The government is proposing to cut the income tax from 25% down to 15%, and it is workable over a phase basis, my people. So I'm going to just shout out some new people that enter the live, my people. So Mama Lana, big up yourself, I saw you. Owen Robinson, big up yourself. Janet Green, big up yourself. OJ, big up yourself. Hi, Miss Spark, big up yourself. Kimberly, big up yourself. My schoolmate. See? Welcome. Now, hold on, my people. The PNP is proposing, you know, are their proposal what they propose? Government loses 50 billion annually. This means cut to roads, water, healthcare, or higher GCT and borrowing increase in taxes in other areas. So one of their plans that they're proposing, that's what will happen. The government will lose 50 billion annually, meaning yearly. Saying this will mean cuts to roads, and we get road, we get water, we get a whole heap of things. See? This is the plan, the new plan that JLP have had for the last 9 years. No new taxes added. Savings come from better management and growth. That is where they're finding the extra money from. The PNP's plan will bankrupt the country. Cost goes up on food, light bill, fuel, housing. You pay more overall at the supermarket if you should go with the PNP's plan, because the PNP is planning to tax you. And because they're planning to tax you and they're planning a lot of giveaway, that means they will have to take loans. See? It is obvious, my people. We have been here before. We have been there several times before. See? So the PNP plan, it is not workable. Good evening, Mark Stewart, and good evening to my beautiful mother-in-law. Good evening, mommy. The plan that the JLP has for you is more money in your pocket with no hidden costs. I would have seen tax givebacks. We see them rising the thresholds from 1.5 to 1.7, now to 1.8, and they're saying over the next year or so they will move that to 2 million. See, so you will not pay any PAYE if you earn up to 2 million. That is workable because they are doing it in phases, and they are able to absorb the shock of the market if something was to happen. Mark Golin is proposing a plan, an overnight plan that is not workable. It's plain and simple as that. See? Now, Mark Golin's plan, the PNP plans, it will generate IMF loans. Equal Jamaica money will become the next Haiti money. See? That is what the PNP is proposing, because they are saying they will give $1 billion here, $1 billion there, $1 billion there, 30 billion, 48 billion in the program that they have to send one child to university. That will cost 48 billion in itself. Now they are proposing another 50 billion giveaway. So therefore, that is the entire budget that should be fixing road, hospital, schools, security, all of that. So we know what will happen there, so, and Jamaica will end up like Haiti. You can't say me never tell you. See? Now the plan that the Jamaica Labour Party has already, Government declares no new taxes. See, JLP equals no new taxes. More money for you. See, and more tax give backs is coming. PNP plan equals taxes on you and loans from the IMF. We cannot go back down that road. We have been able to run the country for the last 9 years without putting up taxes on the people and buying loans. So we are very capable of doing it. The PNP have not worked out how to get it done, and they refuse to try to work out how it is done, the people. However, we are going to move on and get into, hold on, before we get this, I want audio for play phone. So listen to this.
Fellow Jamaicans, we all want the same thing. A country where our children are safe, where there's work for everyone willing to work, and where the future is brighter than the past. That's the Jamaica I believe in. That's the Jamaica Labour Party is working for. I was born in South St. Andrew, the bastion of the PNP. Mark Golding is the MP and the leader of opposition. And yes, I supported him when he ran to be the party's president. I was a member of the PNPYO, fully invested in that movement. My family, my community, everyone around me grew up PNP. But here's the truth. Loyalty to a party cannot fix roads, cannot reduce crime, nor grow the economy. The PNP had decades to lead, and too often they left Jamaica with higher debt, poor infrastructure, and stalled opportunities. I know the struggles because I've lived them. I was one of those bright young Jamaicans who left for better opportunities overseas. You might look around and say things are still hard. You might not feel it in your pocket yet, but look at the facts. Since 2016, over 250,000 new jobs have been created, the lowest unemployment in the nation's history. Poverty dropped from 21% to just over 8%. The national debt has been cut in half. Inflation is low and the Jamaican dollar is pretty stable. Murders are down nearly 45% with thousands of new police, upgraded stations, and gangs dismantled. This doesn't happen overnight. Rebuilding after years of bad governance takes time. But things are looking up, and if we stay the course, they'll even get better. So on election day, vote jobs and stability. Vote safer streets. Vote for a stronger economy. Don't be loyal to a color. Be loyal to Jamaica. Choose Jamaica. Vote JLP because the future is bigger than any one party, and it starts with the choice you make.
So there you have it, a former PNP telling you to choose Jamaica, my people. I can't stress it enough, and I have been trying to reach out to my Westmolite especially to have them know that, for too long, we the people have supported the PNP and have gotten absolutely nothing from it. Now I am going to go through our manifesto this evening, which I got up in PDF form, and I will be reading some of the new stuff. Now in here they have put all of the achievements that they have achieved over the years. We're not going to go into that. See? So we're going to start where it says choose what works for you. See? Someone want to listen up keenly. Let me just shout out some people before we get underway. Big up yourself, Valentina. Father Taylor Rooster, big up yourself. Marcia Dixon, big up yourself. Leroy Little, big up yourself again. Joan Baker, Novia, big up yourself. David, big up yourself. Alton, big up yourself. And Dean, big up yourself. Lisa, good evening. Now, it says here, my people, this manifesto is about you, your work, your family, your home, your community, your Jamaica. Now remember that we asked for 70 thumbs up per live. Guys, there's a 170 of us thus far. We will grow. Please double tap the screen or hit the 3 dots in the right hand corner of the screen. Get me to 70 thumbs up, and please subscribe if you're just coming here for the first time. See? Big up on yourself. Much love, much respect. In these pages, you'll find an ambitious plan for what comes next. Whether you are a public servant, farmer, student, a senior, creative, a business owner, or a returning resident, everyone has a stake in our future. See? Big up all 50 persons that gave me a thumbs up thus far. We have created this for everyone. But to make it easy, we've made some suggestions of interest based on groups in which you might see yourself as such. So, and here are the groups: public sector, private sector, families and households, children and students, youth and young professionals, senior and pensioners, farmers, creatives, persons with special needs, disabilities, climate advocates, community representative, and the diaspora. Now, I am diaspora. See? And there is much more also. So let's go through the document. So public sector, the new 1 in 5 and the new 2 in 10 NHT benefit for teachers, nurses, and security forces. Now, the government will give you a further discount on already very low interest rates. So the government is going to discount those interest rates further if you're a public servant, i.e. a nurse, a teacher, a security officer, anyone, either a JDF or police. See? So you can get yourself on the housing ladder. See? Flexi work for families and productivity. Strengthening job security in the public sector and beyond. So the government will try their best to, sort out with the unions to strengthen your job security in Jamaica. So, for example, now you have places that will take on, i.e. hotels, will take you on for 3 to 6 months, and they will work you out. And then at the end of that 3 months or the end of that 6 months, you do not leave with a job. So the government is going to do something as it relates to that, my people. See? More comfortable and reliable public transportation. So would have seen the government continue the rollout of buying new buses. See? Occupational safety and health bill. So, sometimes you're there work, one look at accident happen, and you have to, all kind of problem forget where you forget because you get injured at work. See? So the government is going to make it simpler for you to claim for certain things at work. See? Full scholarship for special educators. So that speak for itself, my people. Government of Jamaica Talent Gateway, and the Prime Minister spoke about that. Not the Prime Minister, Toba Hamilton spoke about it last night. So you can go back to fear speech. Sorry. There will be a teacher wellness program. Increased number and training of healthcare workers. And we already seen an increase, and we know that 650 students have been given scholarship to do something in the healthcare. As soon as we upgrade the health facilities, we'll then, over the next 5 years, start placing these persons who got scholarship in these jobs. These are well-paid jobs, and we are filling the gap for persons who left the island, my people. So people who couldn't wait for prosperity, then get up. Enough of them, they are foreigners suffer. Them have a map floor and a clean white people Didi, and a clean out Didi out a bowl, and a flip burger at McDonald's. Then left them good job at Jamaica and get up cross the border, and now them a ball say, wah, more come home. But anyway, we continue. Increase, we said that already. Second cohort of Barry Wint scholarship. New Marcus Garvey scholarship for public sector. Stronger resourcing of emergency response and sports development. And that was public sector. And here's what they have for the private sector. Recognition of the JPS license for cheaper electricity. So we know that Daryl Vaz spoke on that last night. Now, these are just the bullet points may I go through, guys. But we will get into the meat of the matter as to what they will do. See? Fear, phase, and discipline tax reform. So, like I said, they will do the tax reform in phases. I explained that earlier on. So, fair, phase, and disciplined tax reform, consolidation of statutory deductions, and efficiency program, oversight committee to cut red tapes. So we know that we have a problem with procuring things. There's too much red tape, and the government has said that they would have done something about that. So this is in the manifesto. It is a pledge to the Jamaican people that the government will be more efficient and they will do all that they can to cut red tape so things can get done quicker. See? Clear service standards across government. Renew your license anywhere, anytime. One-stop online event permit process. A one-stop portal for builders and developers. Increased period of validity for business registration certificate. National regulatory reminder system. Accessing government service through digital service points. Making every government office feel like it works for you. More practical support for MSME growth and jobs, fueling MSME growth and affordable credit. So we are going to get into some of the meat of the matter now, my people. So this is for private sector. And it says, all right, I'm going to skip out the part. I want to kind of read out some of the bullet point them phone. All right. We'll just go through here. So private sector. See? Option 1 or optional 1. Time annual deduction options for voluntary contributors, self-employed, and domestic worker. See? So a one-time annual deduction option for voluntary contributors, self-employed, and domestic workers. Local first deepen access for local producers and entrepreneurs. Introducing Jamaica's first agriculture impact ban. See, so I'm not sure what that is. I will have to check that out. Introduction of Jamaica's first agricultural impact ban. And when you say ban, I know say you have something to do with government bans. But me need to do some research behind that to find out what it really is, my people. Digital payment system for real-time banking, and we need that in a Jamaica. For example, at England, when we send money, the money go right away and it turn up right away. We they put money from one bank to the next bank at Jamaica, sometimes we have to 3 days or 1 week for reach the next bank account. They must sit there foolishness. So the government is going to do something about that. See? Power in Jamaica's future. A just, reliable, and affordable energy transition. And we already start to roll out solar, we already start to roll out wind farm, and we'd have heard the government talk about gravity feed energy. So they'll be taking water from the sea and then gravity feed it down the hill to create energy in some places. See, we heard the Prime Minister spoke about that last night. Was it the Prime Minister? Yeah, I think it was the Prime Minister who spoke about it last night. Accelerating Jamaica's transition to 50% renewable energy by 2030. And we know that the Jamaica government and the DUJON'S have signed a MOU with Canada for us to have small modular nuclear reactors. So I doubt that will happen in DUJON'S tenure, but he have made the conditions for it and paved the way for it. So it will come later on down the line. Jamaica will have nuclear power, my people. See? New water amnesty for MSME. And we heard the Prime Minister announce that. So if you have a small or a micro business and you owe water bill, the government have an amnesty for that as well. So go and sign up and get a discount. See? Invest in public services, so fire station, hospital, and health center. That continues to happen. I believe some 138 health centers have been upgraded so far, out of 300 and add. See? So they will continue to do the upgrades and that. These things we need money for. And the thing that Mark Golden is saying that he will do, it will take away money from these things. So when he said them are things that they're not important to the PNP. All what is important to the PNP is gaining political power. So big up on yourself, guys, when you got me to 74 thumbs up. Big up all 74 persons who gave me a thumbs up. Big up all 201 person who is watching right now. See? Sorry. Where was I? Full digitalization and automation within the Jamaica Constabulary Force. So, yeah, them are digitalize the entire JCF, my people. A Jamaican Digital Rights and AI Blueprint. So, we know where that be. Us who are bloggers, we know what that is. I know what that is. Streamlining of work permit process. Unemployment insurance project. For who don't know what the unemployment insurance project is, say you lost your job, the government will then pay your bills for 6 months. So this is essentially a benefit to you as a taxpayer. So if you lose your job, the government is giving you up to 6 months to find a new job. And in that 6 months, the government will pay all your bills. See? So that's what that is, my people. Promote cultural trade and financial inclusion. Skills councils for manufacturing and logistics. See, big up on yourself. Everybody will come on. Through me I read the document, me not really pay attention. So big up everybody that came on so far. Me soon show to note. See? So just hold on with me. Family and household. From promise to property. Delivering 25,000 land takers. See? So the government have delivered 25,000 land takers, and that is more than the PNP have delivered in the last in their last 3 governments. See? So PJ, then Mama P after PJ step down, then Mama P again. So we deliver more land takers than all of them government there. See? National Roof Repair and Room Completion Assistance Program. So for people who don't understand what that is, you've been building a house for years and you struggle to complete the property, and you know you can't find the money. The government will now help you with completing that structure. See? So we are trying to get up with things and fix up the place and make the place. We have beautify Jamaica. So you have some house where you build 10, 20 years and you know done. The government are going to help you. See? This government is a government that cares. Where was I? National Rural School Bus System. We saw that the government bought the buses. They are here. The first 100 and how many of them came, and they are going to roll them out in the coming week, and there will be more to come over the time to service all the other schools, you know. So this is just the pilot program. The first set of bus is just to see how well the system will work, and they will continue to roll out buying school buses so we kids them can travel in safety. We don't mind PNP, we are talking about bus all and all of this. We don't see them and say this and that and the other. All now they not set aside in their manifesto some money where them are going to buy new buses to help these children. The PNP now no plan for picking them. See? Where was I? Okay, a child care grant. So you know, as a single mother or a single father, can you have them there too. See? So the government is rolling out a child care grant, caring for her independence, learning and development. See, that is what is going to be called. So you now can get help with child care in Jamaica. So you can go and work. And you have to say, boy, I mean, I nobody if you look after me picking and I can't go and work. The government will help you with that now. And that is a good thing. I am very proud of this. You know, so big up to Kamina Johnson Smith, who is the president of the Manifesto committee. So big her up. Big up all, I'm sure all of her team who work in tandem with her. Big up on herself. Much respect. See? Listen to this. Cutting electricity costs and supporting household. So the government will help you to wire up your house, put in a smart meter so you can look at what you burn. See? So you can look at what you burn in energy, right? And you can decide what you do then. But you can check your energy for yourself and decide what you need to do then. But the government is going to do some stuff that will help with energy costs in Jamaica. See? Where was I? House wiring assistant for first time JPS users. So when you get sign up for the first time, say you just done build a house and you need to sign up, it will be free for you to get your house wired, right? The government is also doing that for you. Affordable electrical ready board for a household. I'm not sure what a electrical ready board is, but it is in the document. Anybody can enlighten me. I am not the orator of all knowledge. I do not retain, all knowledge. So there's going to be things that I don't know myself. See? I not have to deal with them. I see what Colin say, but I not have to deal with them because wife out there like I want chicken hawk to pick out the eye for me. You see me? I say, you don't follow with ranking of a paper. See? Free monthly credit for new JPS prepaid meter users. So the government will give you, I believe, a grant of 4,000 per month to help you. So this is for the persons who have prepaid meters. So if you have a prepaid meter, the government will give you $4,000 credit, I believe, every month for 12 months to get you, situated until you can get yourself properly sorted, my people. More accessible and safe energy infrastructure. So we're going to do away with, the coal burning and the diesel burning, and we're moving to clean energy. One thing I've noticed under this government, current go, but I like one time when PNP in the government, with current go. Every minute current gone, sometimes you all 3 days, especially down at Westmoreland. I could do bother them because I can't live without my fan and my people. Me we dead if me not have fun. See, because I can't take heat. So I noticed that current go less under this government. Expanding safety through solar access to low income communities. Right? So the government says they're expanding safety through solar access to low income communities. Improve household safety through clean energy. Right? So government are going to help on the top thief light, basically, so no can tap bond on your house them. So government do all that they can to help with those kind of situations. Alright, so family and household. And we heard just now where it says the government will help with energy. So prioritize solar where the grid cannot reach. So if you live way down a way in a bush and no current wire and run good down there, the government is going to help you set up one like a solar thing. So people who live way down a way can get light, because believe it or not, there are still persons, especially in Westmoreland, still using kerosene oil in their lamps to get light at night. We need to cut that out. We are in 2025 now, my people, and the government is responding to that. See? Train family to maintain their solar system. So they might give you training how to maintain the solar system if you live way down a way far from the grid until the grid can get to you. See? New social water policy ensuring equity and affordability. See? So I don't think water is expensive in Jamaica right now. I see people get billed for 7,000 and money there. I don't think that expensive, but for persons who can't afford the 7,000, that might be a big thing. But yeah. So the government will help with that also. Recognition of the JPS license for cheaper electricity. Renegotiation, Mr. Recognition, renegotiation, sorry, of the JPS license for cheaper electricity. There will be a parenting app and toolkit so the government can help you to be a better parent. Because we have some very hug parents down in Jamaica. We're very piggish. See? And I don't know if it deal with the little baby picking them. And then deal with them like they're wild. So the government is also rolling out an initiative to help people to be better parents. See? There will also be parenting support officers. That is something that is partially there, but the government is going to do more to, restructure and reorientate the National Parenting Support Commission. So I believe that was there already, and I don't know what happened, but them are going to restructure it basically. Simplifying and streamlining the adoption process. So they are going to simplify the adoption process. So if you have little love in your heart and want a little baby, might have lost their parents. We would have seen many unfortunate situations where, parents lost to accident, parents lost to gun violence, mother kill father, father kill mother, one dead, one gone to prison. Them they have to go for adoption because nobody now take them. So the government is going to simplify how you can adopt those children and others who just born and nobody know want them. Bringing foster care under the law. So, the government is planning to do something as it relates to foster care as well. Investing in working families. So, not every family is functional. The government is stepping in to do mediation, I believe, my people. Reforming the CPFSA and strengthening social work. More comfortable and reliable JUTC transportation and service. We see that earlier on. Stronger legislative protection for telecommunication customers. Strengthening laws to protect women and children. And this is a government that love women, that put women to the forefront. You see last night at Mobile, and most of the women them run the thing. So over Labour Party, we girl them fluffy, we girl them fat, them poke it tight. When you go over PNP, them bleachy, them bossy, heel back crack, them green vein, all kind of things. They don't disrespect to nobody. I tell me again, anyway, I give it people. So don't forgive me. See? Where was I? Expand domestic violence shelter and support services. So the government have already built, I believe, 6 domestic violence shelters so far, and they're committing to do more, my people, right? So this is for homeowners and future homeowners. So listen to this. From promise to property, I'm delivering 25,000 titles a year from now on. See? One-stop portal for builders and developers, delivering on Vision, Bernard Lodge and beyond, making home ownership more accessible and affordable. NHT mortgage loan limits increase. NHT reduce deposit requirements. NHT construction loan limits increase. NHT home improvement loan waiting time reduce and limit increase. NHT service charges reduce or eliminated. Expand home grant program eligibility. National roof repair and room completion assistant program. I know that you me talk about that in the bullet point already. HAJ land title amnesty. So if you have lived on your land and you weren't paying taxes and you don't have a title, the government is waiving the fees that you had to pay. They will pay it for you and they will give you the title if you meet the threshold. So if for example, For example, if you live on a land for say 20 years, you know, you should be registered on that land. You should be paying the taxes, and the process should be started to get to get your title. So the government is going to pay that money for you and give you the title. Explain telecommunication part. We don't reach this yet. We spoke about it in the bullet points, but as we get a little further down, you know, we will talk about that. Inspire with. See? Where was I? Where was I just now? Oh, homeowners. All right, cool. Children and high school students, my people. So, children and youth as rights holders. So, restorative justice and child diversion. National Rural School Bus, we talked about that in the bullet points already. System, that is something that the children is getting. Early grade literacy commitment. So the government is committing to get our children literate at an earlier stage. And I believe Dana Dixon will achieve that. I have all faith in her that she will. Transform education for our boys. And we know that we boys, them in Jamaica, them really struggle more time with education. We have them a lot of them tend to focus less, you know. So we are going to pay special attention to our boys in Jamaica in the next see full implementation of the nutrition policy, and the Prime Minister spoke about that in an interview that he did with that brother there from Negril, you know. So anybody missed that interview, that is, I am not surprised at how comprehensive and detailed the JLP manifesto is, because the PM budget presentation was like that. Exactly. Bless up in the Neville Chambers. See, where was I? Expand access to breakfast and lunch for children, for school children. And rollout of the anti-bullying and mental health campaign. And the government is actively looking for persons who is qualified for that, my people. So if you are qualified in, you know, what you call it now, mental health therapy, something along that line. But I know the government is looking for persons like that, and they're paying up to $3 million a year for persons to fill those posts. You know, it is time for us to, you know, start looking after our mental health, and it starts from kids and people. A lot of Jamaicans have mental issues because of how we grew up. You know, we grew up traumatized, and a lot of us grew up in violence. You know, so we need to do something about that, and that will help to stave off some of the crime and violence in our country as well. See, STEM clubs in school, or STEAM clubs in schools, incentive STEM teaching, you know. So we don't know what incentive mean. I don't have to elaborate any further on that. Performing Arts High School, modernization and equipment of TVET labs. And we heard the PNP try to thief that the other night. You know, that is our idea. Develop artificial intelligence labs at schools. And we would have heard the government spoke about that over a year ago. Also, PNP tried to thief that last night too. Youth, college and university student loan to now cover housing, a laptop, meals, and books. See? So when I get student loan now, it will cover housing, laptop, meals, and books. Oftentimes you borrow a student loan, and if you don't want to look a job, you have to end up a sell all your look pokey, you know, because it's rough for enough of our student them. See? So the government recognizes that the Prime Minister himself would have been through that, you know, that situation where he went to school and was hungry, you know. So they're doing something as the economy grows. A lot of people are going to say, so why you never do it from the time then? As the economy get better, there's more things that the government can do. All of these things cannot happen overnight. Jamaica do not have unlimited resources. We do not have oil. We don't have gold. We have to put with people them to work. And when we put it to work, you pay taxes. And through taxes, all of we live good. See? So, maybe tell you something. Mark Golden plan to come and give away everything. And he have no way to build the economy. We don't see nothing like that. How he plan to build the economy. So, I'm sorry for you if you don't vote PNP. I have to live down there, you know. So, you know. New JUTC bus routes for UE and UTech students. Apprenticeship 3.0. Hard tuition free up to level 5. So, hard was free up to level 4. They're moving it up a notch now. So, I believe level 5 is a degree now. So, I believe level 5 is a degree. So, they are now adding level 5 to hard now, my people. So, hard tuition free up to level 5 now. Youths in arts, you know, NHT youth housing policy expansion. So, as it stands now, 10% of all the NHT houses that are built are reserved for young persons. Government is also going to, you know, make allocation to up that 10% for young people. You know, strengthening and support youth and adolescent policy and programs. Strengthen national youth bodies. Easy student loan management and tracking. Creation of national how-to resource hub for young Jamaicans. So, creation of a national how-to resource hub for young Jamaicans. So, the children are our future, and we are making certain so we do all that we can to uplift them so we can have a better Jamaica, a violence-free Jamaica, a productive Jamaica, a Jamaica that all of us can be proud of. I'm going to Jamaica to vote within 3 days from Connecticut, and people are asking me to take shirts and caps for them. If I can't do it, my boss. Or my boss said, sorry. Jacqueline, if I can't do it, I do it. See? There is still more for youths, college and university students. So, mainstream youth and public bodies, national internship initiative, creating pathways to employment and experience, building a culture of volunteerism and national service, job fairs, protect youth in sports, expand athlete support and development, develop talent in dance, diving, and gymnastics. So let me read that over. Develop talent in dancing, diving, and gymnastics. Supporting young sports potential. GC foster sports scholarships. And now we move to senior citizens and pensioners. So income tax relief. Income tax relief for our seniors. So if you are a senior citizen, the government is going to relieve you of certain income tax or income tax in general. I will really need to look into that to see if it is a certain amount of persons. I can see it happening to the poorest of the poor. But if you is a rich pensioner, we don't need to exempt you from nothing. You know, can't pay. But you know, we will priority service for seniors, social benefit payments app. So for the elders that get social benefits, there will be an app. There will also be an app called I Am Alive app. So the government can know that you're still about, you're not dead. National health insurance plan for seniors. And the Prime Minister spoke about that last night. So when you hit 60 years old, you will now have health insurance. We know that in Jamaica, especially our men in Jamaica live to 60 and then die. You know, a very few of our men live past 60 years old. So that is where most of our men die in Jamaica. We either die from prostate or heart disease or something, but that is where a lot of our men die in Jamaica at the age of 60. So the government is coming with a health insurance for you. So when you get older, you can still get a regular checkup. Go a doctor if something wrong, the insurance will be there. So big up the government for that, for looking out for we elder them. Development of health program for older persons. Yeah. So I guess people who is older than 60. New laws for senior citizens, or new law for senior citizens. So there will be a law to protect senior citizens. And if you try to exploit them and you try to do them and try to harm them, we're going to send you to prison. Plain and simple as that. See? Easier guardianship order and new registry. So a lot of times you find, say, for example, your father work all in life and your father have little assets and your father own 2 little things and then a 5 pitney. See? Father get sick or mother get sick now, and guess what? Picking then start war over spoils. See? So the government is going to have a registry where that parents can pick the child or children that they want to be their guardians or guardian. And by law, that law will protect that child as to how to look after that parent. See, so the next one then can come in and say, yo, you have to go sit down orderly as a family now and decide, say, everybody got to take turn, everybody got to share everything, and we not want somebody not going to be greedy. Because you always have one picking in a family where sit down and wait for the father or the mother for dead, forget everything. And enough is there for share for everybody. And when you look, it causes crime and violence. Because you have to go kill your brother or kill your sister. So the government is doing something about that to stave off crime and violence and reprisal killing and all of that. So that is a good initiative to me. I don't know what Uno say, but that is good to me. Where was I? Older persons advocate. So there will be a person to speak for older persons. I guess it's going to be a junior minister or something. Active aging opportunities to serve and meaningful work. See? So I guess the government is trying to provide work for older persons. That's what I get from it. I don't want to get from it. Simplify access to government services for seniors. There will also be caregivers training. So a lot of people don't have training how to look after the elderly caregivers, whether they are children or whoever. So the government will give free training for you to be a caregiver, and the government will also put in place standard and oversight. So it will be up to a certain standards, and there will be somebody to look over it, my people. So we have moved Jamaica, We have moved Jamaica to first world standards. Them are sitting here, I want to see a foreign. See? Persons with special needs and disability. All right. Online and community-based adult literacy program for persons with disabilities. Reduce diagnostic waiting time. So, for example, you have one pitney, we have ADD or ADHD and can't get a diagnosis. The government is going to work to reduce diagnostic waiting time. See? Disabled person and special need persons, children passports, special education desks, and the government say hire 1,000 plus new special education need assistants. They call them SENAS or SENAS. So the government is looking to hire 1,000 plus new special education needs assistants, right? Enhance inclusive training for the disabled. See? Full scholarship to special educators. Full operational special needs diagnostic center and mobile units. So it is building out operational special need diagnostic center for disabled, and they will also have mobile units to that center. See? Build more special needs departments in schools, and I can tell you that the sub infant school they're building a new block there, and that block will be able to house kids with disability. So that is another good thing that I see from this government. Where am I? More disability health friendly services, new national sidewalk pedestrian crossing upgrade programs. So all of the Spark Road them that will be built now, especially in the second phase of Spark, they will be putting in special sidewalk. Well, it's a sidewalk there, but it gonna have like rails and it gonna have like some local dips in a it where them cross, and if you're blind and you use a stick, when you rub it on the grid, you will know that that is a crossing point, so you can cross there. So the government is moving Jamaica to first world standards, my people. See, expanded new limb program. So there's a program that the government has as well, where if you lose a foot or a hand, you know, they can give you back a prosthetic one. See? So, you know, don't lose nothing else other than a hand or a foot, because I'm not certain we can go to anything else. So if you lose a batty jaw, be sorry for you. And if you lose a pokey peg, be sorry for you. We can only give you back a hand or a foot right now. That is where Jamaica is. See? So, we're going to take the time. Anyway, the government will also introduce I Am Able, my JCPD app, you know, and that will be used for people with disability. Saying creative media influencers, and this is my part, and I'm gonna say if nothing in it for me, my people. One-stop online event permit process, and free base intellectual property law advice for creative. So if I want to, what you call it now, patent, if I want to patent my, you know, or copyright my image, the government will be able to help me to do that free of cost, my people. So that is a good thing. You know, Performing Arts Center, new JCDC headquarter, and new dancehall museum and training center. So, pardon, they will have a new, you know, center, a headquarter for to teach dancing and, you know, music overall. I believe I heard the Prime Minister say it last night. There's be a special economic zone for creatives, and the government is also building 100 creative village, 100 sites. Now, Bustamante did something like that back in the day to train persons how to read, how to do dressmaking, barbering, hairdressering. They did this back in that time. So that is coming all the way back from that time. So the government is going to make 100 creative village sites in Jamaica. So I believe probably we'll have 2 in each parish or 3 or whatever. I don't know. Culture and Creative Practitioners Institute, CPPI, and that is what the government will set up. Cultural and Creative Apprenticeship, mentors, incubators, and rocket accelerators. See? Strengthening local film and media, or film and media, 24-hour entertainment zones. And we heard the government talking about that for a long time now. We see Damian Crawford attack Reggae Soundfest the other night and the debate. You know, I don't know why, but the PNP is the one who put in place the Noise Abatement Act. You see the act there, where they can lock off your party and lock off your noise at a certain time. It is under the PNP government. The Noise Abatement Act was passed. The same PNP now we are talking about government now allow people to keep them thing till this time and that time. It is them that, I know you can go Google it. It is the PNP that passed the Noise Abatement Act in Jamaica. Yeah, them do it. See? Bigger, greener carnival and festivals. So Jamaica is now going to invite some of the big events that keep around the world to come to Jamaica and host their events here. So we're going to build, like I said, cultural centers. The Prime Minister would have said some of the parks that will be built, they'll be able to host concerts, big, massive concerts. So we're going to invite big foreign festivals to come to Jamaica and host their festivals here. So they will actually fly in their people. Just like you have some big festival of Germany, in the UK even, where people fly in from all over the world and come. Jamaica is looking to do that as well. We have the conditions for it. We have the climate for it. See? Tourism for all away calendar, apparently, the government is bringing. So Jamaica as a major event destination, I just explained that. I just know. Tourism and hospital sector and workers. So this is for tourism persons. So more affordable housing for tourism workers. I would have seen the government start the build out of that as well. Them start to build houses for tourism workers to get, so they can stay closer to work, or for persons who don't have no house at all can get one. See, real fair rewards for great service. So the government is committing to real fair rewards for great service if you're a tourism hospital sector worker. See, hospitality sector worker. No tax and tips and gratuities. Now the PNP will come and say that was their initiative, but Edmund Bartlett would have said this 1 year ago, that they were looking to take taxes off tips and gratuity. See? So it is not a PNP initiative, it is a JLP initiative. Mark Gold didn't know where to turn, so he might run all kind of things and I try to thief with idea. Them a criminal. Anyway, we can't do that. Where was I? A National Tourism Loyalty and Discount Program. So I guess if you work in the sector for a certain time, you will get a loyalty and you will get something for loyalty and some kind of discount program. For example, my company when I work for, if I want to buy anything from my company that I work for, I get 25% discount. I'm still never buying nothing there yet still, but it is there if I need to use it. Reforming tourism ground transportation for fairness and growth. Tourism Entertainment Academy. Now, what I surmise from that is when you look around the island, everywhere tourism is, you find one local band, you find people that dance, people that sing. So maybe that is what that is about. Tourism for all our calendar, I said that already. We have moved to farmers now. Right, so farmers and agriculture sector. Increase period for validity for farm registration license. So they are going to increase the period of how long your registration license is as a farmer. Creation of the first ever farmers pension scheme. So, we never have farmers getting pensions before, and the government is looking to, just like we never had fishermen getting pension before, the fisherman is now getting pension. The government has also set up pension for musicians, because oftentimes we see a man like Al Gully back boss and get 2 songs, he name out the 2 song money, turn back poor and dead poor. The government has also set up a pension for artists as well and creatives. So now the farmers I get for them chance now to get for them pension. See, so that is a good thing. So the government creation of the first ever farmers pension scheme, right? Small agribusiness financing and empowerment safe fund. That is what it is called. Small agribusiness financing and empowerment fund. The government has set up for farmers. See? Establishment of a protected agriculture innovation facility through the DBJ. So they are establishing the establishment of a protected agriculture innovation facility through the Development Bank of Jamaica. enhancement of marketing and distribution support for farmer, finalization of the National Agriculture Development Plan and food safety strategy. See, establishment of the 3 new fish sanctuaries, expansion of the mariculture and blue economy opportunities, supporting young fishers, and would have seen in Flight Green's ministry where Flight Green have bought boats, engines, igloos, nets, scales, all of these things, on top of giving fishermen a pension. You know, now me see say live a whittle down Jamaicans don't have a lifespan to listen to things, and this is why we always end up in a cow bat because we don't like to listen. So me see say live me see say people are get up and a left because they can't bother to hear the information, and that is why you see them vote for Bucky Master, and when you look cow shit by we. So that always happen to we as Jamaica. We don't like to sit down and listen to information, but we continue anyway, you know. Where was I? Establishment of Jamaica's first agro park, aquaculture agro park. So I don't know what aquaculture be. It sounds like a something with have to do with water. You know, the word aqua, it sounds like a something to do with water. Saying expansion of the fishing beach rehabilitation program. So strengthening laws for the protection of animals. So soon you can go lick Rex and run down, you know, the dog them and broke them foot. I'm sorry food. So all who love flick off a dog, you can't go do that no more. Was not planning to vote, but this information of me. Kimberly, you have to vote. You have to vote. I'm advocate for put Sigurd Street on the Spark program. Sigurd Street on the Spark program, you know. A true equipment them I use up a line. But soon as they touch in Westmoreland, Spark program me first road for fix a Sigurd Street. And me advocate for that personally. Because I know you live on the Kimberly. See? So if you never did a plan for vote, you better vote. And vote JLP. See? Where else? So they are going to strengthen the laws to protect animals, so you can't go beat up a dog them and anything thing there now. And people when goat come in on the yard and they say shh goat, and the goat now come out and fling and lick a goat, we're gonna lock you up. That we are telling you. Oh, your community development, urban and rural. See? So universal internet access in your community, and if you look in a most community now, there is a internet point in your community where you can access internet and, you know, get whatever you need to get done. If your children need to do their homework, or you Shanice will love run goat. Anytime you fling and like if people then goat, me I call police for you. That me I tell you. Spruce Up Jamaica 2.0. Every constituency benefit from Spruce Up Jamaica 2.0. See? Protecting heritage and natural assets. So some of our natural assets are things like we swamp. Where Mark Gold and try I try to build a house there. We have to protect the little place there. See? But that are not really heritage, but you know, we just say that the people. So heritage are like historic things. We need to protect them there. We just mess with them. See? Recreational and green spaces and social infrastructure. 1 park per parish. Now we know that the Prime Minister tried to build a park in Manchester, and the Manchester mayor decided that he don't want no parking in Manchester. So, you know, I guess Manchester now will get none. New urban renewal and planning for cities and towns. And we don't know, say me I advocate for this over the time. I am from Savlamar. Savlamar is growing in population. However, the people that is elected to look after Savlamar, who is the PNP, by the way. They are busy fighting amongst themselves. They are busy fighting over the spoils. So they are not able to do the work of the people in Savlamar, where I'm from. So Savlamar, we are suffering from growth. The town is not expanding rapidly enough. So the town is congested. We have very bad roads in Savlamar because of the Westmoreland Municipal Corporation. Our drains are blocked in every part of Savlamar. So as little bit of rainfall, everywhere in Savlamar flood out. And that is down to the town planners not planning. So the government is planning to, is planning a new urban renewal and planning for our cities and towns. So, the government is taking that in their hands. 10 town center roadside renovation program. So, I guess I hope Great George Street in the 10 and another 10 up. So, see? Big up yourself, Juliet Clark. I love what I saw, what I see yesterday, DUJON'S, Sam Sharp Square Sell-Off. Yes, we love that. New National Sidewalk and Pedestrian Crossing Upgrade Program. So the government is coming with a program now to put sidewalk on every road. Now, some roads, you have to walk just on the edge of the road. There's no sidewalks there. So some of the people, they might take up government road and fence in a yard. The fence are going to tear down. It are going to tear down. I'm not going to lose piece of land because we need it to put sidewalk for people. Them. So I'm sorry for you. I'm too craven. Anyway, Spark 2 is also coming, the Spark program 2. So Spark program will fix 600 and odd roads, 650 roads in the first phase, and Spark 2 will fix another 600 and odd roads in phase 2. Beautification of cities, of city corridors, my people. So we hear the Prime Minister speak about beautifying spaces like town centers and city centers and making the place look more presentable. We need some proper town planners down at Savlamar. Mayor Delancey, Deputy Mayor Dandan, and the PNP councillors, all 11 of them that is in the PNP run municipal corporation. They sit down, they have more money and they not do nothing. They need to leave. One new road authority. So, and this, I am so happy for this one. You know why? I'm tell you something now. I'm put on this and talk to you now because I'm reaching my element. The government is coming with one new road authority. So here we know. We normally have farm road where one set of people responsible for. We have NAA road and highways that NAA is responsible for. And then we have the parochial roads. The parochial roads are the town roads in the city centers and in the township. See, those roads are normally responsible for by the municipal corporation. They get money to upgrade them. And in Savlamar, for example, Mayor Delancey, the PNP mayor, he gets money to upkeep those roads and he's not doing so. Now the government is coming with new laws to take that responsibility from him and he won't get that money again, and the money will either go to the MP or to the agency that is looking after the road. So one new road law agency is coming and I am elated for that. That's one of the best thing me hear since this morning. See? Comprehensive gully rehabilitation. We also need some gully in a Savlamar, some proper gully need to build, to take off the water and run it to the sea. So the government is coming with a new gully program. The last set of gullies that was built in Jamaica was built by Buster Manti. Wanna look on that? Wanna know how long Buster Manti dead? Eh? And before he dead, you know how long he rule for? And in a politics for? See? And the government is coming with new gullies, to build new gullies. And I hope he start in a Savlamar. See? Because my people, them a flood out, especially run a arm on it. No, run a arm. You call around Flatbush. People, they nearly join around there what day. So John, I want you to lobby on whenever works being carried out by water companies and roadworks. They should not leave the debris on the sidewalk. It should take up and be dumped. Well, they're supposed to know that, and that is what should happen. But back in the day, we used to have road inspectors that went out and inspect work after it is done. So, and Sigrid Street flood as well. But Sigrid Street is going to get drained, and we need to build. You see the drain there on a Sigrid Street? They need to build that as a gully. So I am hoping to be on the ground in the next local government election, and I shall be pointing out a lot of these things. 5-kilometer expansion of the Harborview Airport roundabout. So they are going to expand that. 3.3-kilometer expansion of the Mullines Road corridor. 4-kilometer expansion of Windward Road and Mountain View Avenue. 6 miles to Darling Street expansion. Mobile bypass, Long Hill bypass, upgrades to Barnett Street and West Green Avenue. 8 kilometer of road upgrades from All Hope Road to Papine to Cross Road. Lucy and Hopewell I get a bypass. So when I go a Mobile, I never bother go a Negril, because I can't even bother drive the way there. You have a better road, but me no bother drive the way they carry long people. Me can't bother. And when I reach in a town, them traffic in there take up whole your time. So me just skirt and go through Petersfield, skirt, go up Witton, skirt, go through Haddo, skirt, and go up through Bush. And me reach a Mobile. You see me? Where was I? Williamsfield to Hodges Highway, and Spurchie is getting a bypass as well, my people. New North-South Highway expansion is coming. Yes. National school bus system. So listen to this. This is separate from the rural school bus system. So we're going to have a national school bus system, meaning there'll be a school bus service in every single parish, not just in rural Jamaica alone. There will be a school bus for every child in the entire Jamaica. So all I picking in them, we take JUTC a town. Then if you take that in the next 5 years, they will have their own dedicated school buses that will take them to school and take them home. See? So the government is looking out for the children. Then we tired of pedophile. Pedophile are trying to squeeze up, we pit to them titty nipper. They might try to feel up, we pit to them look pokey. We not have it again. We're done with that now. See? We have proper service for we picking them. We're safe and reliable. And big people can go in a taxi, and big man can have argument with big woman over there and things there. See? We're tired of that little thing there, so we're done with it. All right. Where was I? Inter-parish express service. What is an inter-parish express service? So anybody can tell me? I'm going to look at time and tell me what is an inter-parish express service. Let me see if I follow a thing. I'm going to a minute. Inter-parish express service. What is an inter-parish express service? So, yes, the JUTC will have express service. So, yeah, we can get one bus from town, go straight to Negril, and it will only make like 2 or 3 stops. And then you will have on that same route, you will have buses that goes down that route, but they make regular stops. So if you want an express service on the JUTC, you can get one bus from halfway tree, and it will stop, it will stop at Mandeville, then it will stop at Santa Cruz, and then it will stop at Savlamar, and then it last stop at Negril. But it not gonna stop at everywhere. It not gonna stop at Clarendon, it not gonna stop at Christiana, it not gonna stop at these, just an express service. See? So you can move quicker and get to the parish. See? Also, the government is embarking on a program which I don't see here, but I know about it for a fact. They are resurrecting the railway so they can have a light railway soon in Jamaica, my people. So that will be an option too in the future. 300 more public Wi-Fi hotspot is coming as well. Better broadband service for rural and low-income communities. Modernizing environmental law for sustainability. Guaranteeing public beach access for all Jamaicans. And the government is going to do something about that law. Implementing smart urban development plans. Implementing of an integrated solid waste management system as well. And I pray to God, I joke so I look money in a lot of my people. So I can buy 2 compactor trucks send down and see if I can come scrape when I look a contract them. You know, I can't go left my truck in Westmoreland because people them who are working at Westmoreland Municipal Corporation, they don't like me at all, my people. They don't like me. So we don't think they can get the contract with them. But you know, I want to buy compactor truck. A good business to get in my people. You know, your health. So let's go into your health now. So primary health care reform, and everybody know what primary health must be right now. You know, I should be. There's reform in the primary health system right now. Health center upgrades, as we spoke about earlier on. Late opening health centers, expanded care. So if you left work 7, 8 o'clock in the night, you can now access public clinics and health centers instead of going to the hospital or going to a private institution. Be able to access a late opening of health centers, expanded care. The Kingston Public Hospital redevelopment. So the government is going to build over about the KPH. I believe the KPH was built in 1779. Somebody can fact check that for me. But I believe it was built in the 1700s, KPH. So the government is going to build. And by the way, the People's National Criminal Organization have never built a hospital in Jamaica's history. Not even one they no built. If you no built by the colonial masters, it was built by the Jamaica Labour Party. PNP have never built one hospital in a Jamaica. That is an absolute fact. Check it out, my people. See? So KPH is going to be is getting a new hospital. They're going to rebuild it. See? Parent wing at the Bustamante Children's Hospital. So I see 1776. So KPH have been there a long time, my people, and it needs to be redone. There's a parent wing at the Bustamante Children's Hospital. So when you back in idea, one children's hospital we have 2 now. One soon up me new, one soon up my mobile. So say something wrong with your picking from Savlamar, you have to go at town. You don't know if you stay. You don't know relative at town. You have to traverse back and forth from South to town. Them thing they hectic. So now the government have built a wing for parents at the KPH. At the Bustamante. Sorry. More operating theaters. And the government is investing in building more operating theaters. Hospital visitation policy development. New centers of excellence for NCDs. Comprehensive mental health program. You know. Diagnostic equipments. I have been in the Cornwall Regional Hospital myself personally. I've been there to tour, and I have seen the work that is being done there, and I have seen, you know, a list of the equipment that were bought. So KPH, Spanish Town, Savlamar, Children and Adolescent, Cornwall Regional, if I not said that yet, the Chilani B Hospital, the St. Anne's Hospital, and I believe 2 more hospitals. They are all been equipped with CT scanners, dialysis machines, and all kind of other radiology machine and all kind of machine. The government is buying them, you know. Something that we never had. We never have it none at all. So not like PNP did buy them and they all and we had dash them out and I replace them with new one. We never have none of them, none at all. So the government have put them in now. So big up my government. See? Improving customer service experience. And the is also coming with an app. So if you go to Savlamar, I want nurse ring with you and tell us if you got a lab juice your mother, the app will be there. You can report the app, report the nurse on the app, and it will go straight to the ministry and they'll be able to take the necessary action against that nurse. Because sometimes the nurse, them tired, them overwork, them did it for a long time, they don't have a patience, and then uno no manners, and the nurse have to tell if you got name out your mother, and nobody report the nurse, how you start it. But anyway, we continue. Where are we? Okay. Reducing hospital and clinic wait time for better patient care. See, so the government is adding more staff to help the system to, you know, flow better. Disease screening program. See, more eye care services, dental service expansion, and we have a thing now. The government has a program called Second Chance Smile, my people. So you know, we are a whole heap of chicken eaters in our community them. You know, rat and dog and junker name out to I teeth them. And they refuse to go pay a little money to get it. So now the government say, alright, see how no ugly. And can't get no work. We're gonna put in the teeth good. See? so the government have a program called the Second Chance Smile. So you can go get your dead job put in and put in your little teeth with the job out. See? No disrespect, big up to yourself. I just give myself a couple trouble. Where was I? Yeah, dental service expansion. And then you have food handlers permit term extended to 2 years. So instead of you have to go every 6 months to, you know, get a food handlers permit every year. I don't know. Government expand it to every 2 years now. See? So don't nobody behave like Alice. Cause say Alice, me not really near my road again, you know. I'm afraid. See? This year for me now, diaspora and foreign affairs. Expanding a positive and effective global presence. Advancement of the economic diplomacy program program, strengthening consular services and diaspora engagement. We want to look a ball out head man, don't I cancel it. One old man don't I cancel it. England, don't South Kensington. You look a bit rude. Somebody need to take him up on a hand. See? See, I don't even bother renew my passport up the same. Show me a 2 passport. When I come to Jamaica, I renew my passport at Jamaica because I can't bother to deal with them and for me send him up when he go. Anyway, we continue. Leveraging opportunities for export market expansion, great implementation of CSME CARICOM, support for innovative approaches to foreign trade expansion, pursuit of new trade and investment opportunities, Jamaica Partnership Program. Now, I need to get myself on some of them programs, especially I need an import license so I can import things in my country. See? Somebody wanted to know about telecommunications. I did not see anything up here as it relates to telecommunication, but I'm going to scroll back up and see it. This is more personally driven. So I see all of the things that we'll cover. We'll cover climate, we'll cover community, we'll cover diaspora, we'll cover creatives, farmers, senior and pension, we'll cover youth and young professional, children, family, private sector, public sector. Just the basic Wi-Fi and access to fiber optic. We don't really see nothing as it relates to we don't really see no massive nothing about communication because the infrastructure is there. It's just to expand on it, my people. That is it. Your choice, your future, your Jamaica. Now I want to read for you guys a message that the Prime Minister is trying to send there for undecided and others. But before me read that, let me read the statement that came on this thing here. It says 9 years ago, Jamaica faced an enormous challenge. Debt was high, jobs were scarce, public services were under strain, and national confidence was low. Many believe that the country could not change course. Today, however, Jamaica is stronger, safer, and more stable, and more filled with promise. This has not happened by chance, but as the result of discipline, careful choices, and strategic management. We have shown that with the right leadership, transformation is not only possible, it is happening. Jamaica. As your Prime Minister since 2016, I take pride in how far we have come together. Crime is down, the economy is strong, debt is low, and more Jamaicans are now working than ever before. Poverty has been reduced to its lowest level in decades. Communities across the island have seen new roads, water system, buses, schools, and housing. Healthcare and education are undergoing real changes. Even though the most devastating global crisis in our independent history, Jamaica has remained stable. But we know our work is not finished. There are more people to reach, more communities to uplift, and more opportunities to create. Be assured, however, that we are committed to getting it done for you. Now we stand at a critical crossroad in the life of every nation. There are rare moments, global windows of opportunity that do not come again, or at least not in generations. Because of our discipline and strategic management over the last decade, Jamaica has such a window before it. The choice we make in this moment will decide whether we step through and continue Jamaica's steady rise, or whether we risk it all and uncertainty in untested hands. As we shape the next chapter of our nation's future, Jamaica requires leadership that is dependable, decisive, and caring. Leadership that not only listens, but knows how to engage you, to solve your problems, and to navigate global challenges with strength and vision. We have confronted and overcome decades of corruption and inefficiencies, fixed broken system, and laid the foundation for generations to come. Together we are in a Jamaica that is more productive, more inclusive, and more united. The Jamaica Labour Party is and always will be here for you. We are the party that chooses Jamaica at every turn, that does more for you, and that stands with every citizen. We are the party you can depend on to tell the truth, to be strong in difficult times, and to care for all Jamaicans with fairness and love of country. See? So that is the Prime Minister's message to all of the undecided voters. See? We are Labour, right? Who know where we have vote for. PNP know where them have vote for. Them have vote for the big pink hog. We don't know neck. We don't know where allegiance lie. We don't know where he come from. We don't know if he's a citizen of our country. We don't know nothing. So that PNP have vote for. We don't vote for that as Labour. We have vote for the continuation of progress and the upliftment of our country. We are choose Jamaica, my people. It's plain and simple as that. See? So, I've done an hour and a half with my people. I will be live 6 a.m. in the morning tomorrow. I will leave you guys at this juncture. Big up all 148 of Unuwe give me a thumbs up. Big up all 179 of uno that is still here listening. Anybody that subscribed to the channel, big up on yourself. Much love, much respect. I was happy to go through the manifesto with you guys. And who knows, I might have some goodies in the morning as it relates to mix up down at Westmoreland. See? So stay tuned and tune in 6 a.m. in the morning. See? Big up on yourself. Shower liberate.